Hello!
Hi! Okay, so we are going to be filming a book Q&A today, and there are 25 questions. We're both going to be answering each question individually, so this might be a longer video, so.
Well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So, do you get sick while reading in the car?
Nope.
No?
Like, my family always asks me that. They're like, you don't get sick in the car? I'm like, nope. I read a lot on the bus, though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't get sick either. Yeah, I'm fine reading. I read buses, cars, airplanes, whatever.
I read on the airplane to here from BC.
That's a good place to read.
I read it normally on the airplane.
Which author's writing style is completely unique to you and why?
I think, well, I think for, as far as I know, Jennifer A. Nielsen, because she's a
okay,
really
I'm
good
not
writer.
surprised.
But, like, if I had to choose, like, a Christian author, I'd choose Anomaly. Not Anomaly. That's a book.
The author of Anomaly?
The author of Anomaly. I
Yes.
forget her name. But, yeah, her. I like her.
I can't think of anything I read recently, but I know I really enjoyed, when I was younger, Tsunamis Bouche or something. Those were really good books. Like, this name of this book is Secret. If you're reading this, it's too late, etc. I love those books. I love the way he wrote them. I enjoyed that a lot.
I think I saw them.
No, it's by Tsunamis Bouche.
Yeah. Whoa! His name is long and it starts with a P!
Tsunamis Bouche.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Harry Potter or Twilight?
I have read neither.
I
But
heard that. Oh my
As
goodness.
far as I know, Twilight Saga is stupid. I have watched Harry Potter up till I watched the first and the second, maybe the third. No, I don't think I watched the third.
Harry Potter?
No, wait.
Better.
No, I didn't.
Just
I
read
didn't
the
watch.
books.
I didn't watch the third, but I watched the fourth, I think, and I watched the fifth, and that one was with Barty Crouch, David Tennant. And I was
Fourth
so happy.
did. The fourth was.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
then I haven't seen the fifth. I've seen the fourth.
Okay. Well, I have not read Twilight.
So
I plan on
I'm
reading
ready
it.
for Harry Potter then.
I know. I haven't read or watched Twilight, but I plan on doing it in the future because,
Really?
yeah, I don't know. Apparently it's not that good, but I want to read
Whenever
it
I'm in
anyways.
thrift stores, I always see Twilight's books. I'm
Because
like,
people don't want it. Just kidding. No, but I am Harry Potter all the way. I've been a Harry Potter fan for a long time, and I plan on being one for, well, ever. I don't think anything could really change my mind about that. They're incredible books. So, do you carry a book bag? And if so, what is in it besides books?
I don't carry a book bag. I don't carry any bag except to school, and that's a backpack.
Yes.
If I did, it'd just be books and air.
Books and air.
Oh, air.
Hair. I have my backpack, which
That's
always
no
has
Rex.
1 or 2 novels in it. It has 1 or 2 novels in it, and yeah, I don't really carry a book bag per se. My purse, which normally has a book in it too if I'm going out. I kind of just take a book with me wherever I'm going in my bag.
My purse is a perfect size for a book.
Oh,
I carried
perfect.
Percy Jackson around when I was
Did you read
shopping
you did.
for swimsuits.
When you were done it already?
No, I was still in the first series for Harry Potter. No, not Harry Potter.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. So
Do you smell your books?
no,
Really?
no, I don't.
Oh, I do. Like, normally, I smell new books and old books, but books that are kind of like,
Sorry, I just got
just ish, I don't really smell. No, I love the smell of new books.
Don't.
It's
I
not
have
weird.
never smelled. I've never heard of anyone smelling books.
Really?
Never. But like, I feel the pages. Like sometimes there's pages that like if you hold it like
When they're not
here's a
even?
book. If you hold it like this, like, and sometimes this part
Yeah.
is like.
I know
I
what you mean.
love that.
You like that?
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. I've only had like 2 series that have that though, like Septimus Heap and The Immortal Secrets of Nicholas Flamel.
Those were together, kind of. Books with or without little illustrations?
I don't think I've read books like that, except for like children's books.
A series that I love, that I reread recently, even though it's kind of middle school, but is The Sisters Grimm, and they have illustrations every once in a while. Which, okay, I like and don't like books with illustrations, because normally I just imagine characters how I imagine them, and then you see a picture and it kind of interferes with your imagination.
That gets me. Yeah.
But
I read a book for, like, Septimus Heap, and it was, like, the handbook. Then I saw Septimus, I'm like, he's hot.
And then I think it was sometimes...
Beetle's so cute, though, for, like, Septimus Heap.
I never read those
I'm like,
books.
you should, because it's such a good series, and I'm like, Beetle and Jenna.
OTPs, so we should do a video on that.
That's
OTPs.
so cute.
I have a lot of OTPs. And then also, I like when they have little pictures on top of the chapter number. Or just really clever chapter names. See Percy Jackson. Those were funny. It always made you wonder, like, what is gonna happen?
Like in the last book for the first series of Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, there was this one called My Parents Go Commando. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I get it now, okay. Anyways.
Thursday.
What book did you love while reading but discovered later it wasn't quality writing?
Okay, so this book, when I first moved here, I started reading the 39 Clues, because my brother picked it up at the library, and, like, they are good, but, like, after what, like, that was really the first series that got me into reading, because before I moved from BC, I didn't, like, really read as often.
Yeah.
And I just didn't really like reading, but then I moved here and I'm like, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna read that, I'm gonna read that. And yeah, but like, I tried to reread the 39 Clues not a long time ago, and I just couldn't do it.
No, not as good as you think.
Yeah, it's good, it's a good series, but like, if you're starting out for reading, just read that, because that'll make you read. But like, it was really good in my opinion, but like, then I went back and read it, and I'm like, I think I'm at a higher level of reading.
Well, yeah, because it's kids' books,
yeah. I know, but, like, I just couldn't get through that. I got to the third book, and I'm like, I can't do this. Even though I do want to read the X series film. I'm going to ask my mom to get it.
For me, it's more of a style of writing. When books have chapters from different characters' point of view. I used to love that so much, and I was like, oh, now you've seen the other characters' mind. But yeah, but now I'm kind of like, I like the one character. I don't mind in Heroes of Olympus because it's third person and it's not first person point of view, but like Allegiant with the 2 points of view, I understand why she had to do it when you read later on.
I haven't read that yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I won't spoil. But yeah, I don't like that as much anymore. I just like straight up first person, third person, or if you're going to be changing different characters' point of view, so to speak, just keep it in third person, if that makes sense.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So, number 7.
What book did you love? We just
read
read that. Okay, number 8, sorry. Do you have a funny story involving books from your childhood? No?
I don't think so. I'm going to have to think about this.
I don't think I have a funny story either. We can do another video on that. Okay, you got one?
It's not really funny, but like, okay, so in grade 6, my class for reading, like, we had a school ride reading in the morning on Fridays after chapel, because Fridays were chapel, then school-wide silent reading. We also had crocheting club during that time. Anyways, so, really that has nothing to do with it, but, like, my grade also had this other thing where it's like, okay, so it's like bingo, except you read, and you have to finish a book, and the squares on the bingo sheet had, like, the kind of book that it was.
Were they short books?
Well, it doesn't matter what book you read. It was like, oh, it's poem book. It's
like that. Okay.
adventure book. It's a fiction book.
I
It's a
just
reality book.
I just read like a whole bunch
Really
of
anything.
5-page books. Competitive stuff.
And
That
then,
might be cheating.
So I really didn't read in grade 6 because I moved going into grade 7. So I really did not enjoy reading, and I'm like, reading is boring. I'd rather watch TV. So then I didn't really read, and then like after you finish a bingo line, you gotta pick something out from the teacher's box of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she got like a bunch of stuff from like the creatology section of Michael's, like the dollar section and stuff. So yeah, and then like I was like, oh, that stuff is crap. But then one of my friends got like this night mask from there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He also told me a story about how he walks in the walls.
Is that your funny story?
Well, no, not technically, but I guess that could be funny. But then I pushed myself to read so I could get one line. Just so I could get one of those night masks. And I did not read again. Except in like the school-wide silent reading when I was forced to read. Okay. But actually, then I joined crocheting club because Lindsay was in that. And like the teacher was right next door. So.
Okay. Funny, yeah, I don't have a funny story. I'll get back to that one. Okay. The thinnest book on your shelf.
Oh, okay. So, the thinnest book on my shelf is Cry for Freedom by my grandma, Gertie Poole.
Oh, okay.
But she, like, they weren't published for, like, the public, because, like, nobody would actually publish it for the public.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as interesting. But it's about, like, the war, because my grandma grew up in Holland, and I don't know why I pointed that way.
Holland's over. Holland's by my door.
I always think Holland is that way. But yeah, that's the thinnest book on my shelf.
Okay.
It's like that big, like an inch.
Yeah, that's like...
Not an inch, no, a centimeter.
A centimeter. I think the thinnest book on my shelf is probably Are You Here, God? It's Me, Margaret, or...
That sounds like a good book.
It is. It was a good book. And
did it die?
The Babysitter's Club. Those were good. No one died in those. In either of those series. I like the Babysitter Clubs. That's not important though. What is the thickest book on your shelf?
Okay, so I don't really have the thickest book on my shelf, but I think, like, I have a series and they're all about the same size. I have a very small shelf because I only just started buying my own books. Yes. And the first series I bought was The Ascendant Trilogy by Jennifer Nelson. Actually, the first book I bought was like a Geronimo Stilton book a long time ago, but that just went with our Geronimo Stilton stuff, and that's not on my shelf. My shelf has like The Ascendant Trilogy and Anomaly and Cry for Freedom and like this hieroglyphics book that I got at my library because they were selling it.
I have a lot of books on my shelf.
So, yeah, I guess those are the thickest books on my shelf. And they're like about an inch. Like, they're about this big.
Oh, okay. The thickest books I have on my shelf are probably like the 5th Harry Potter book, which was a thicker one for sure. Maybe not that thick. But, and then Heroes of Olympus, those were thicker books for sure.
Ink Death is pretty big.
Ink Death, yes, which I haven't actually read yet, but I plan on it eventually.
Ink Death is part of a series, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know, okay. Ink Spell Ink Death.
I need to read that. Rachel asked me to.
And the dictionary. That's a thick one.
You have a dictionary?
Yeah, I have like 5. It's right there.
Okay.
Anyways, it's not important.
Next book.
Lots of it. Okay, sure.
Do you write as well as read? Do you see yourself in the future as being an author? You start.
Me start? Okay, me start. Grade 6, we had to write a book for school, which I have. It is called Danny Duck Eats Too Much.
Sounds like such a good
It is
book.
an emotional journey. No, I'm just kidding. But, it was okay. No, okay, I honestly, for the longest time, I was like,
what does he eat?
Too much. No, for the longest time, I thought I was going to be an author. And I loved writing. I still do.
So too. For me.
You want to be an author, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved reading, and I was like, I totally want to write. So I have like I have a book in motion that we had to do mandatory for school, but it was like supposed to be a short story, but I was like, I totally want to make this into a novel, so we'll see where that goes. I want to work on that at some point. I'm really bad. Like, I'll start a book, and then I'll, like, kind of hit a block, and then I'll forget about the book for a long time. Yeah, so I've started a couple books. Hopefully I will write one day, and I don't know if I'll ever get published. But I do love writing. Megan?
Okay, so I guess if I write a short story, they'll actually be pretty good. Like, I have a... Here, I'll read the first part. I have a, if I can find it, I have a short story that I wrote for school, and it's called Confidential, and it's a really short story, but...
Oh, yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Is this on the right thing? Yeah, it is. But yeah, and it was about this guy named Aiden, and he gets kidnapped because he got an envelope for his neighbor. Confidential. I deleted it, okay.
Oh, okay, we'll read it another time.
No, I think I lost it, actually. Anyway, I thought I was a pretty good writer. I wanted to be an author for, like, the longest time, but, like, I don't know, it didn't work out for me, but, like, I think I like reading more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, that's fine. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna be an author. I'm gonna be an editor. Yeah!
Yeah, because then you gotta read everyone's books.
And then,
like,
I don't know if I'm gonna be an editor or, like, a gardener or something.
A
or
gardener?
just, like, a stay-at-home mom. But then I asked my mom the other day, and I'm like, Mom, do I have to go to college? And she said, no, you don't have to, but you need to get a trade.
Yeah.
So I have to get a job.
I think so. I think, like...
For me...
I think, like, that'd be good. You could be, like, a mom eventually, but totally do something else, too.
That depends if I have a boyfriend. But
you got a while for that. Okay, I'm
not allowed to date till, like, grade 12.
I'm not allowed to date till I'm done school.
College, too?
I don't know about college. We'll see. I'm gonna go get the
watch
charger.
Our next one.